This joke was one of the first cracks that people began noticing in her relationship with Akash in October 2025.
May the 4th is Akash's birthday.
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day and I have to get him something.
This woman is the definition of don't let the pretty face fool you, bro.
Where you at, Berto?
YouTube's most disturbing women.
YouTube, unfortunately, is home to some of the most disturbing women on the internet, some of whom will embarrass their husbands for clout, while others will bully their teammates just because they can't accept being wrong. So here are some of YouTube's most disturbing women, starting with Cece, who became the most hated woman on the internet because she couldn't take accountability. The drama kicked.
She's so dumb. Her situation is so bad because it's like all she had to do was just not be an asshole. Like she was just being an asshole for no reason.
Kicked off during a Marvel Rivals tournament where the team captain, Cece, kept bullying her teammate Kingsman.
Kingsman, shut up, bro. Just, my God.
They're living with triple support.
You made your point and it's not gonna happen.
Kingsman, a struggling college student who needed the prize money, wanted his teammate Zaza to swap characters to give their team a better chance to win.
Exactly. But even if she's not that good on the character,
A nigga just wanted to win, bro. Like, nigga was getting bullied because he wanted to win a tournament that paid out money. Come on, man. Be reasonable.
the character gets 200% more value than Widow. Regardless, you could be dog on Bucky and get away. No, it is true. It is true.
Despite Kingsman carrying his team for many rounds, the entire team started roasting him as soon as Zaza got one MVP performance.
I didn't talk shit at all. When did I talk shit?
Look at her strut down this runway. Look at her strut down this one. Shush, Kingsman, you're not allowed to talk.
His concerns were described as him bringing down the vibes, and as a result, he was removed from the tournament.
I was just kicked out of the tournament. I've been messaging Bazim for the past like 20 minutes and there's nothing to do. I just gotta get removed, I guess.
Following which, Cece explained on stream why Kingsman had to be removed.
Apparently he was like muting in like while we were in Discord and then saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna lose and these guys, my team sucks. And then he was talking about like how some other tournament he's in was like way better.
This, however, could not have been further from the truth. He asked for any level of flexibility and even offered a variety of flexibility to show that he was more focused on finding a common ground solution than forcing his own way. He was met with harassment, actual personal attacks, and constant gaslighting into making him feel bad. To counter the slander against his name, Kingsman uploaded a video on January 18th, 2026 titled, "I was kicked from a $40,000 tournament," where he came with receipts showing that Cece approved his removal from the team.
When Fossum asked me, he was like, do you think this is alright? Like, is this true? I'm gonna do this? Like, you can greenlight it. And I'm being honest, guys, I greenlit it.
Kingsman, therefore, argued that Cece never treated him with any respect.
If Bazim really came to you, why don't you tell me something about it? Because every time I make a suggestion, your only response to me is to tell me to shut the fuck up. Then of course we're not gonna have a positive.
I'm playing devil's advocate here because, nigga, if I'm in a tournament to win money, I want to win. So of course I'm gonna make every suggestion in the book to win. I wanna win. But if Cece would have just literally been like, I hear you, Kingsman, and I'm not mad at, the things that you're saying. I get that you wanna win, but honestly, like, we also just wanna have fun too. You know what I mean? Like, if she would have just stood like that, not called him out his name, not telling him to shut up, and at least just stood, like, she could have kept the same stance and people would have probably been like, damn, you didn't wanna win. But if she would have just showed some respect, she would have not been in this situation. She could have literally just been like, I feel you, Kingsman, but honestly, that's just not the vibe we on. Like, we just trying to have fun. Now, people would have still said she was stupid. I definitely would have, for sure. But it wouldn't have been this.
Positive team experience. And all of a sudden, 20 minutes later, I'm kicked from the tournament. No warning, nothing.
With the video crossing 2 million views, the drama had gone mainstream, with fans and creators alike taking Kingsman's side. I've never seen someone be so unbelievably correct in a room full of people so catastrophically wrong. As a result of the backlash, Cece uploaded her own response to the situation.
From day one, I told Kingsman, rule number 1, don't tilt my team, and rule number 2, don't bring the vibes down on the team, because we're going to lose. You will get booted from a team simply because...
This was so ass. She fucking altered her voice trying to get little sympathy points. Like, this shit was corny.
your team doesn't like you.
However, with a more than 90% dislike ratio and comments so bad that
Ratio
Cece
of
had to
hell.
turn them off, it was clear that no one was buying her story, resulting in Cece posting an apology on X. I apologize, as no matter what, raising voices and instantly shutting down a teammate is not the right thing to do, which was later rebutted by X's community notes, claiming Cece had a history of being disrespectful towards others.
She's
Wow.
calling out the people that were supporting Kingsman, saying they're suckers and how toxic they are. Meanwhile, she has been the most openly toxic, like vocally expressing her disdain for this guy and now like his community.
Cece would continue to dig a deeper hole for herself, though. I was having a panic attack, and I just started experiencing them. So in my freakout, I said Kingsman lacked social skills because he spends his time playing video games inside. But
Isn't that what you do for a living? You play Marvel Rivals for a living. And I'm not even saying that in a like derogatory way, but that's so hypocritical. That's what you do. You're in a fucking Marvel's Rivals tournament. Yo, real quick, before we get back into the video, I know you guys usually skip these type of ads, but give me 1 second. My guys over at Free Cash are sponsoring this video, and if you like money, I think you'd like to stick around. Free Cash is an application where you can earn free money just for playing games. It is 100% free to sign up using the QR code on the screen or the link in my description. Only thing that you're gonna need is an email or a password. And the games on this platform are actually fun, and all you have to do is complete basic missions and very simple tasks to reach the requirements to actually get paid. And as soon as you do that, they credit your account right away with real money that you can use in the real world. I'm talking about gift cards, PayPal, however you need to get your funds, they got it. And something that I've been seeing a little bit y'all talking about is like,
Oh, they're collecting my data.
listen, they only track your progress so they know when to pay you. And let me break down exactly why they're paying you free cash in the first place. The games that are on these platforms are trying to get exposure. So the games pay free cash to pay you guys to play the games. If you really think about it, it's just business. It's a win-win situation. These games get more people onto their platform playing their games, and you get a little bit of extra chicken in your pockets. And I've had so many of you guys reach out to me already saying that you've made $5 to $10 just playing games that you would be playing for free anyway. And I know $5 to $10 isn't like life-changing money, but it's free money to play games on your phone. And the crazy part is I've actually had people tell me that they've had crazy payouts like $500, one even $1,000. I'm not saying to quit your day job, but the fact that that's even possible, I mean, bro, it's free. So if you ask me, there's really nothing to lose, just everything to gain, honestly, if you like playing games on your free time. So click the link in my description or try the QR code on my screen to sign up for free, and you'll even get a $5 bonus using my stuff. I love y'all. Where you at, family? Let's get right back into the video.
Where you at, Berto?
no one was buying the excuse. Hate when my panic attacks make me go after someone for multiple days in a row, talking ish about them. As a result, Cece was dropped by her sponsor, Infinity Mice, who stated they would be reaching out to Kingsman instead, leading the internet to agree that Cece may have set back gamer girls by decades. You go, girl. Similar to Jasine Singh, who not only tarnished her reputation,
my
but
God.
also ruined her husband Akash Singh's image in the process.
Priya, I'm
biggest
actively
humiliation
trying to have an
ritual.
orgy.
This joke was one of the first cracks that people began noticing in her relationship with Akash in October 2025.
May the 4th is Akash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes.
Yeah, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day and I have to get him something.
This woman is the definition of don't let the pretty face and fool you, bro. Got the nice smile, nice hair, pretty face. Like ideally from I'm just looking at her, very beautiful, attractive woman. But then she's treating you like this, bro. It's not worth it, bro. Look at how she's treating this man.
And I have to also
But I can't feel bad for him because, boy, his ass is taking it. I'm talking about bending his stupid ass over and going to work.
be nice and do like acts
said
of
that twice.
kindness.
Following this interaction, older clips of the two resurfaced online, which led people to believe that Jasine had been lying to Akash all along.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this.
Yeah,
How do
right.
you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe.
I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate through. So it's like,
I didn't hear that part. Yo, it's even fucking worse!
The internet, naturally, had a field day torching the comedian. Akash is a completely lost simp. Imagine marrying this. Not only does she have this mindset, but she also thinks it's okay to say this kind of emasculating nonsense in public, while others called Jasine the worst wife of all time. And with more clips coming out, the situation kept getting worse.
Oh my god!
Publicly proposed to her, bro. Nigga couldn't even do it in private. God, it's like again, that's why I said I don't feel bad for him. He's publicly humiliating himself.
How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
Face turning a kiss when you got proposed to and said yes is the absolute worst thing imaginable. She is gonna snatch that bag. With the situation getting so dire for Akash that every flagrant video was filled with comments asking him to address the drama. The crew therefore had no choice but to invite Jasine.
What does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all. Yeah, and you didn't fuck none of them. He bought this, by the way. He looked, she said this to his face. Pay attention. She said this to his face. This is happening right here. And was like, oh yeah, that makes sense, baby. I believe you. Come on, man. Some people deserve what they're going through.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean hooking
fucking.
up, I just meant making out.
After this conversation, Akash gave her
She's just making out with all these guys, right?
a taste of her own medicine.
Bring that ass over here. Bring that ass over here.
She still looked hesitant to even kiss him right there.
However, this was even worse for Akash and the crew. One woman destroyed an entire crew's reputation and credibility, with the situation becoming inescapable for Akash's friends.
Didn't she talk about sucking
No.
She never said that? There was never a video about that?
She said that Akash's balls smell like a homeless person.
Damn. Not Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
They call her chicken curry.
God damn.
Even now, 3 months after the situation blew up, Jasine is still showing up on her podcast to make Akash's life hell.
The way this guy has been sleeping in his cocoon, like he's been hibernating, it's like you think he came down with like TB or something.
With the majority agreeing that she wants clout and thinks disrespecting her partner is the way to do it. But while Jasine's behavior resulted in her husband getting trashed, Pokimane has been digging her own grave.
We live in such a self-centered, capitalistic society, and it sucks because it trains us to prioritize work and money above all else.
While her statement may have been true, viewers found it ironic coming from the same person who said this about people who couldn't afford to buy her cookies.
No, I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Regardless, Pokimane continues to get upset if someone calls her rich.
If I ever was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire for more than a day.
Yeah, we recently reacted to something similar. I mean, talking about the situation, and it's just like, Pokimane, shut up. You know, I'm never mad at anybody that has their money. Okay, you worked hard, you did what you had to do to get it, but don't say stuff like this. You're rich enough. You're more than rich enough to give a lot of your money away and still live a good life. And you don't. And I'm not saying that you should. But it's like, this is just it's so hypocritical. It's like, bro, you are worth millions and millions of dollars. You have more money than you could even ever need. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that she should give all her money away, but when you're going to get on camera and say some bullshit like this, it's like you already have enough money to give a lot of your money away and help people. So that's not on your agenda. So just shut up and enjoy your riches in silence.
I would give away most of my money.
The same woman who called people broke for not buying her $28 cookies is mad when someone calls her a moody socialist billionaire. You can't make this up. And as more people have caught on to her antics, the less they've been inclined to donate on her streams.
How are you guys doing? Hello? You guys are not giving the level of excitement that I was thinking that you would give. Give it right now.
Which has tempted her to bait viewers into donating more subs.
Girl got 2 PCs, 2 cats, 3 monitors, 3 apartments, 6 phones. And what about it?
All she does is goonbait her young audience because she has no talent, with a sizable portion of the internet thinking that Pokimane is one of the fakest people on the internet. She always seems to try and portray this holier-than-thou outlook, but is just so false. This sentiment was further amplified by a YouTube commentary giant.
You say it like this, but you don't really believe it. And you use these different social issues as advertising. It is fake as for you to tweet out, but not go out and call out these 2 girls that are doing it.
As a result, Pokimane's viewership has dropped by over 64% in January 2026, while also failing to make the cut for the top 10 female streamers of 2025.
Damn, Pokimane. I didn't know that was happening. That's tough.
This reputational nosedive has been similar to that of Clara Dao's, whose comments section has gone from heaps of praise to people regretting ever trusting her. But before Clara became a villain on the internet, she was a beaming light of positivity.
Facing your fear and insecurities head on takes courage and compassion to come to terms with whatever you're insecure about.
Her content revolved around overcoming body dysmorphia and learning to be okay in your own skin, which helped her gain a sizable following of people who appreciated her work. However, it appeared that Clara didn't do the inner work herself, as revealed in June 2025.
I love it. I think I'm just really happy with the change. Like I said, it's not from like a sense of insecurity. I don't know, I just like to experience.
It is from a sense of insecurity though. And look, I'm not here to shit on nobody that's ever got their body altered or whatever. It is what it is. That's cool. But like, to say it's not from a place of insecurity, especially when you was the beacon of hope, like you was the girl prancing around saying, I love my body how it is. This is what I do. This is how I build my audience. Like, love your body. Don't change nothing. This is what we own. And then for you to go alter your body, it's like, on one hand, you should be able to live your life exactly how you want to. You're a grown woman. Do what you do. But it's like, you built your brand and mission statement on that. So it don't make sense. Now, if you were just, I don't know, if you blew up off of, let's say, making music or some shit, then nobody would have gave a fuck. Like, all right, live your life. But it's like, how you gonna go from, you are the poster child for like, this is, I love my body. This is how I was born and I'm never going to change it. Like, you're literally making vids talking about that. And then you go do it. You know what would have been more respectable? And this is how she probably should have did it, because this is what's genuinely happened behind the scenes, is her opening up to her audience and being like, look, I know I've been saying X, Y, and Z, but the reality is a lot of that was cope. And, you know, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to give y'all the right message, because this is the message that we need to be moving with. But genuinely, like, I'm struggling with this shit too. Like, I'm not happy with X, Y, and Z. And, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how to deal with it. At least that transparency and that honesty would allow people to be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? She's human too. But that'd be the problem with, like, I feel like influencers that are just overly loved in one light, like they're just like the beacon of hope. It does actually put you in this toxic box where you're like kind of not allowed to change. You're not allowed to grow up, which is why I don't, you know, I'm going to tell y'all, to be honest, like, you know, as much as I love to motivate y'all and give y'all the game, and, you know, a lot of my earlier videos was like kind of more on the motivational tip, like, that's not what I want to be known for, because I'm a funny guy. I'm out here making mistakes. I'm out here doing this stuff. Like, so while I appreciate that I'm some of y'all's role model, and in my everyday life, I'm trying to make the right decisions and do the right things, I also don't want to be somebody that is being pedestalized to some shit that I don't even upkeep all the way. Like, I'm still trying to navigate and figure my life out too. And that's what happens to people like this. They try to paint this perfect picture. They perfect, but they out here still making mistakes. And then boom, you're going to get all this backlash, because it's like, hold on, man. You supposed to be the picture perfect. So, you know, I think it's justified her backlash, but you know, there's definitely things she could have she definitely thinks she could have did to go about it better, so it would have felt more authentic.
It's a different reality, and I feel like this reality is fun.
What wasn't fun, however, was her comments section. It's not you getting a boob job that's the issue. It's the fact that you've led on these young girls thinking their bodies were fine the way they are, but did a complete 180 on both yourself and the content you were creating. What made the change even more jarring is that Clara would often mention her flat chest as her favorite part of her body.
I'm no psychologist, and I don't know what it's like to feel insecure about your boob size, but I don't think it's too brazen for me to say that it's a little strange that you would undergo really expensive plastic surgery to try and change your favorite part of your body.
Following the backlash, Clara uploaded a video in August 2025 explaining her decision.
For me, it's creative freedom. That's why I say for fun. I know trigger a lot of people.
Creative freedom? You're losing me.
And got a lot of criticism. But maybe I'm just like a simple girl. But it's like creative freedom for me because now I feel like I am not boxed into that identity. The flat-chested girl.
And while some fans appreciated her honesty, they found it difficult to trust her again.
Again, I feel for her from the stance. It's like at the end of the day, she's a grown woman. She want to do what she want to do, live her life. But it's like you painted that picture. You was doing whatever you wanted to do to get to the top of that mountain as the poster child for, you know, that type of image. You can't be confused when motherfuckers are looking at you sideways.
The internet's verdict is that the fame turned Clara into a grifter, but the same can't be said about Camila Arroyo, who was grifting from day one and is now channeling her inner Andrew Tate.
And that's the exact reason I started becoming her. This is perfect for the girls that want to be content creators or girls that have an existing business but just want to level it up.
Describing her social media mentorship program, which promised to transform students into viral creators.
Spots are limited, so fill out the application and I will be personally reviewing them.
Yeah, where have we heard this before? This is the most recent addition to Camila's online businesses, which were first set in motion when she went viral after appearing on Mr. Beast's Squid Game video. She used the attention to pivot into the world of adult content, becoming a multi-millionaire almost overnight.
How much now do you make on average a month off of OnlyFans solely?
It fluctuates because it's like sales, right? So it's
Right.
like between like 2 to 2.5 million a month.
Her entire brand relied on controversial collaborations and uncomfortable family podcasts to keep the engagement algorithm feeding her bank account.
As my brother, now how does it feel that your sister has an OF?
Well, if it's taking me this far to Disneyland, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. And I still don't know what my friends mean if it's pink.
You will never know, buddy.
But after making $20 million in just 3 years, Camila dropped a cinematic documentary announcing she was quitting her platform to fulfill her purpose.
Over the last 3 years, I've gained over 30 million followers and made over $20 million. And yeah, mostly through OnlyFans. But today, I quit.
The purpose being a high-level marketing funnel to sell a $6,000 course, which the internet caught on to right away.
For you to give me access to a website and mentor me once every month, girl, for $6,000, you need to be in my back pocket.
I'm over here talking to myself. It's on mute. Whatever. Bit's over. All I said was, if I'm paying $6 I better have your goddamn personal cell. My dog turned my mic off. Wow.
Back pocket, I need to be able to whip you out. You need to be able to record and tell me how to post.
Everything from, we're interviewing to see if you're the right fit, that is just a strategy to make you feel special, to get you to the point where you're willing to spend $2K to $5K on this course.
All of which proves that Camila will do anything to get views, cementing her as one of the most disturbing women on YouTube.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? I'll see you on the next one. Peace, Karama. Go sit down.
Where you at, Berto?